Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back, or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or my live feeds, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday morning, everyone. It's good to have you here. I have some updates I want to talk about energetically, and then I'll grab a few questions. I can only stay on for a short time this morning, but I'll do my best to get to as many questions as I possibly can. All right, so this week, what is the energy coming in this week? It is a empower yourself kind of week. It's going to be a little up and down, a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going to be floating through our energy fields here. We're also coming into a Leo full moon, and the temperature of that full moon, I literally took a big breath in. There's going to be some big changes. The energy this week is going to show us a lot of things that we need to see. Just kind of keep an eye for me and report back on the next live if your vision gets a little bit blurry this week. I felt it more of a spiritual vision kind of blur, and our eyes are going to be asking us to see something and see things a little bit differently. Opportunities to let go and take back our power. I literally seen the portal of power come into my awareness during my meditation. We need to kind of jump into our power, step into our, the essence of who we are. Shining from that space this week is going to be huge, with huge opportunities to let go. And yes, there's going to be some challenging energy coming forward. When you think about Leo full moon, let's just kind of like think about that. Think about a lion. Courageous, does not have to necessarily um you know fight things. Just the energy of a lion showing up. You can show up with so much strength without it being a vibration of fighting energy. You can walk proud, head up. Be the energy, the king or the queen of your own energy fields, and really shining that with that, empowering yourself. It's going to be a week of taking our own power back, both personally and collectively. And it had a really good feeling. I don't want to make it sound like a heavy negative, but it's coming into deciding what we want to take on, showing up in our personal power, loud and proud, loud and proud. And we don't have to align to other people's energy. We don't have to go over here if we don't want to. And taking that in and really kind of deciding where you're putting your energy in, what you're putting your energy into. And the other side of this full moon is coming into a very deep, powerful healing opportunity. It just felt like, the other side of this full moon, I was so aware of healing energy for all. I just felt like there's an opportunity opening up at this portal of power that's bringing us into, what do you want to heal? What do you want to tap into? And when you think about that energy of the essence of who you are strong, you are beautiful, you are courageous, and you're also very much have the ability within you to lean into what really matters. And that is the other thing that's going to come up this week, is being able to show up in what really matters. And the simplest thing I can do was what I heard. Lana, what is the simplest thing you can do? Keeping it very simple without tying in all the physical world complications, keeping it simple and navigating it through that perspective. The lion doesn't have to do anything other than be him or herself. And that's so true. We don't have to do anything but be ourselves, be our authentic self, shining in the essence of who we are. And I think what will help us through, a lot of this bumpy energy this week is keeping yourself grounded, being able to take those deep breaths in, going with the flow, letting go of what you can't control, and keeping it simple, the best that you can. Life is life, and we all have our obligations and frustrations and complications. But what can you do to navigate through that as simple as you can? Um, With everything that's going on in the physical world, I talked about this on the healing circle. There's a lot that's going on that's going to bring us into a different perspective. It's going to bring us into a different collective. It's going to bring us closer together. And knowing that you're not alone in everything that's happening in the physical world, knowing that you're being held, knowing that your hand is held, knowing that we're going to get to the other side of this stronger, is huge. So I will leave you with that energy update. Walk in your own lion or lioness energy, proud of who you are, all of it. And what can you let go of? What is it time to surrender to? What is it, just simply saying no thanks, I can't do that this week, maybe very, very beneficial to you. All right, I'm going to grab some questions here. I'm going to scroll up to the top. Good morning, everybody. I see you all coming in. Kayla, morning, beautiful. Yesterday was the best. I love that so much, Kayla. Thank you. Does Spirit have any messages from my boyfriend? He got fired because he stood up for himself and his colleagues. He thinks unlawful things happened. First of all, I really want to say I love his energy, Kayla. I feel such a strong yet gentle, a powerful, vibration coming from him, and I feel like this is guiding him to something better. I do agree. Something kind of smells off here, with that, with his colleagues or his employer. I don't feel right in it. However, with that, I feel like the path for him, it's almost like without this experience of losing that job, I feel like he would have kind of stayed longer than he needed to in that role, in that job, and there's something better and bigger for him. And I don't feel worried at all. So please let him know that I don't feel worried, as far as finding employment. I actually feel good with this. I feel like it's like I was going this way, and there's an opportunity to go this way, and he may not have taken it for a while, and this feels more of, even though it may not feel like a blessing in the moment, this feels like a guidance. This feels more of, this is for your highest good. This is going to propel you. This is going to help you. And I don't think that he would have taken that change or that path completely on his own. And that's okay, right? It's okay. Sometimes we need that nudge, but this feels like a nudge for me. This feels like, go this way. This feels like this isn't best for you. This, where you're heading. And I also feel, Kayla, if you can ask him for me, were there little tiny red flags that popped up? Yeah, I'm going to say in about the last 6 to 8 months, especially. I just feel like there was nudges before, like, you sure? You sure this is where you feel like you belong? Just kind of ask him that for me. Head held high, and get him to stand in his lion truth. With that bold, I don't need to fight it. I'm going to go on my own path. This is looking after me. I hear that loud and clear. This is looking after me. Okay. I hope you found that helpful there, Kayla. And Kayla, check your DMs. I sent you something yesterday. Maybe you've already seen it. I haven't checked my phone yet to see if you responded. Um, Kate, good morning, beautiful. I watched your healing circle from yesterday. Loved it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching the replay on that, Kate. And I hope that many of you got a chance to have a listen. Good morning, Lana. Thank you for the update. I was wondering if you can confirm if I've been connecting with my real twin flame over the past 3 years. I feel like you know that. I feel like you have that deep knowing. I feel like you are answering that question yourself. I'm happy to say, yeah, I feel like you're right on that one. And we always have that inner knowing. And I love to encourage each and every one of you to tap in and learn to trust that. Twin flame energies have they're an interesting experience. There's a lot of learning in twin flame energy. Happy learning. Keep enjoying that learning energy. Shy, seeing things differently, literally, as I'm listening to the podcast episode that talks about illusion before this live. I really feel that clarity coming in. I feel like that blurred vision. We're being asked to see things differently. We're being asked, change your lenses, our spiritual lenses. We're going to see things differently. And that can be even very personal, being able to see within ourselves, being able to do that reflection. Yeah, maybe I really don't want to do that. Maybe I need to feel something different. Maybe I need to see it a different way. We're being asked to see see a little bit different, both, collectively and internally, because sometimes it's hard to take that look within. Sometimes the ego goes, nah, it's not you. Nah, it's not you. Sometimes we just need to say, I just need to take a peek. I know, I just want, can I shift that? It's an opportunity to grow when we go into that reflective space. There's growth and reflection, right? And sometimes it's like, yeah, I think it's time to look at that a bit differently. What's serving you and what's not serving you? What kind of energy? Smash that like button. That's what she said. Thank you so much. You're always cheering for the thumbs up, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. It'll be the hottest week of summer, easy 40 degrees just today. If you can just remind us where you're from, because Ina, because it's definitely not the hottest day here. It's quite chilly this morning. Shai, anything I need to hear today from Spirit? Shai, I think that you've answered that yourself with seeing things differently, taking a look, taking a deeper look, sitting in reflection, sitting with Spirit, sitting with your spirit guides, and sitting with yourself. What do I need to see differently? And it can be something very small. It doesn't have to be the huge aha moments and all this, you guys. It can be the very simple things. You know what? I am good enough. I am doing my best. I am trying really hard. Those little things, like just sit with some clarity. I always say to Spirit, show me. That is one thing that I say every single day, sometimes several times a day. Show me what I need to see. Show me my direction. Show me. I also go tell me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. And those messages come in very unique ways. Sometimes it's a random stranger. Sometimes you just get this knowing in your head or your heart. Sometimes we hear spirit. Sometimes it can be a message. It can be a message in a quote. Open to receive it any way that you can. But the whole Shai, I think you're fully aware of seeing things differently and kind of leaning into that different perspective, and also standing in your truth, Shai. I think that that's really important. Standing in your own personal power is huge, and that can be something that's very difficult. Do you find it difficult to stand in your truth? And you don't have to broadcast it. It's like, I mean, you don't have to broadcast how, like what your truth is, if you're not up for that. But can you stand in your own truth? It can be hard sometimes, right? I know that firsthand. Standing in your truth and in what really matters to you. Can be a difficult one. Do you struggle with that, you guys? Mandy, good morning. Thank you, Lana, for all that you do for us with Spirits Info. You're very welcome, Miss Mandy. About Shy, I've had an appointment. Okay, at the Retina Institute. Oh wow, there's some vision stuff. I feel like you're on the right path with that. I really feel like you're on the right path with that. I lost my spot here. Shy, I'm working on a figurine painting right now, which is all about directing people where to look at the figurine if you think about it. Love that. River Grant at work, but logging in to say hello. And sorry for a 45 interview yesterday. It's good to see you here, River. Big hugs to you. Lana, what day is Charles coming home? That's what she said. Has there been a couple delays? I'm just curious. I just feel like there was a couple pauses there. I feel like I'm getting closer to coming home. I'm not 100% sure on when. I don't feel a timeline there, unfortunately, but I feel like I'm coming home. I feel like my bags are packing, if that makes sense. Lisa Church, are there any messages from my mom and dad? I miss them so much. He's like, I can see, when a little baby's learning to walk, and you hold their fingers and they're kind of like learning to walk. I see a hand on each side of you with their hand out, helping you walk, helping you navigate. They're always with you, helping you learn to walk, and that helping you learn to walk, is continuous. We're always learning. When you think about that, I love that analogy from them, by the way. When you think about, our journey here, and sometimes we need help walking, we need help going forward. They're helping you go forward, and they each have a hand out, and I can see you feeling them. I know that you can feel them there. You're just not quite sure as to what to do with that energy, or if it's real. It's very real, and they're also helping you go forward. And sometimes, I can see, it's really cute how they're showing me. When babies kind of wobble and stagger, sometimes you wobble and you stagger, and that's okay. It's okay to wobble and stagger and fall down and get up. They've got their fingers out, their hands out for you, one on each side to help navigate through the physical world. Leo, it's Leo energy this week. Stand proud. You're strong. Your presence is enough to keep you going through tough times. Absolutely, Rachel. Very well said to Miss Ina. I love that support there. That Leo energy, I'm going to be practicing that walking proud. But I think walking proud and being proud of who we are is very different than than living from the ego. It's okay to feel your own power. It's okay to feel who you are. It's okay to shift who you are, and it's okay to change. Sometimes we struggle with changing our perspective. You can change your mind and your perspective if you wish. Or you don't, belief systems change, and it's okay. Sometimes that many of us will struggle with that. With okay, I don't feel that anymore resonating with me, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I thought that way for a long time. You don't have to be. We're here to learn and grow and change, and you can change your perspective. You can change what resonates with you anytime. Anytime. It's very simple. I'm going to let that go. Served me for a while, doesn't serve me anymore. Forward I go. Fran, super emotional, vivid dreams continue. Wake up feeling so hurt. I've never had so many dreams like this in a row, draining. Okay, so Fran, first of all, I feel with this a few things. Number one, open your bedroom window today and let some of that energy out. Right, so 5 minutes can be a huge shift in the energy in your room. I feel like a lot of those dreams are really trying to help you let go. I don't feel these dreams as predictions at all. I don't feel them. I feel them more as kind of like fear and confidence, and certainty kind of playing in your mind. And I feel like that's the one of the only times that your mind is truly quiet enough to kind of like process them. So I would try, Fran, and you probably know this, processing them before you go to bed. Open your window every morning and letting that energy out. You're releasing, and you're releasing a lot of fears, and we do release in our sleep time. So, Fran, hit the journal. Hit the journal today if you can. Just write yourself a letter on what's got you rattled. What's got you rattled, right? And nobody likes to feel that hurt. Nobody likes to be able to verbalize it and state it. I feel like I got to get you to acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it. This really sucks. This really hurts, but I know I'm going to be okay. And I know you're supported and that you're going to be okay, but you're processing emotions. And sometimes here's something, sometimes as the lion, we don't always express, right? Sometimes we can I don't want to say be too brave, but we can cover up the emotions with that. I'm going to be brave and put a brave face on. Acknowledge the emotions. A lion can be emotional and still be very proud and walking in their truth. Okay. Easy Puff. Do my angels or guides have anything specific to tell me? What is the deal with my man not getting hired anywhere? We don't understand why no one is hiring him, and he's very experienced. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre time in the workforce. Lost my tea. Did I not bring it down? That's not brought down my tea. It's a very turbulent time workforce wise overall. I don't feel this is personal. I don't feel that this is something that's going to last very long either. I feel like I have to say chin up and keep pumping out the applications or the resumes. I also feel just slightly expanding the search. I feel like I have to go just slightly out. So I don't feel it as a big commute, but I feel like just slightly out. Easy Puff, and I feel like it's going to be okay. River Grant, what does spirit want me to focus on as I plan? My mouse is acting up today. Um, Sorry, River Grant. What does spirit want me to focus on as I plan to move to Scotland in the next year or so? Spirit saying that you should take Lana with you. I'm joking. Scotland's on my bucket list, so I'll meet you there at some point, River Grant. Um, I just had to kind of insert that there. Um, just want to kind of lean in there a little bit for a moment. So I feel like I've got to balance out I gotta get you daydreaming about it a little bit more. I've got to get you kind of like daydreaming. I'm working on getting there. And I'm gonna get there. And you know whatever resonates with you, if you want to like have a picture of Scotland on your phone, or perhaps like a little vision board if that resonate with you with images of Scotland. I also feel River Grant, a big part of your soul already there. So has this always really resonated with you, or is there some kind of ancestral connection? There's probably a past life connection there as well. I just feel like that pull is very strong. And I feel as you prepare to go, I feel it quite smooth. I just feel it's going very, very smooth. Spirit just gave you an ounce of trust. So I don't know if you've been struggling a little bit with trusting, or trusting a little bit more, just kind of, I'll get there when I get there. And the time is irrelevant. I'll get there when I get there kind of feeling to that. I don't feel it delayed. It might even be a little bit less than when I lean in there. I'm kind of slanting a little bit more to less than the 12-month mark. But I feel like I've just got to it's like a pinch of trust, like an ounce of trust is what they're giving you. Trust the process, trust the journey, trust the experience. But I really feel this deep pull there. Like I almost feel like Scotland's running through my veins. Jasmine, what does spirit say about the boundaries that have been put into place with people to protect my inner peace and happiness? There is a whole cheering squad there for you. Boundaries are a beautiful thing, and I think that you've worked really hard to establish them. Um, and I also think that you've gone, Jasmine, with some gentleness. Your boundaries feel like they're built with love and light. I don't feel it as harsh and cold. I feel it as, this is what I need to do with love and light. I set them with love and light is kind of how I feel with them. And just remember, sometimes people will try and scratch at that. And just very lovingly, always stay in that loving energy that when you're building a boundary or when you're holding a boundary, I always hold the line in love and light. As and wishing people all the best on their journey. And sometimes we're teaching people what we need. And sometimes when we teach people what they need, they struggle with the learning. And and holding people in that loving space while they learn the boundary. Because sometimes, when we're abrasive, it or abrasive energy, people feel that and they struggle with that. When we hold it in love and light, there's a pinch of a different understanding from them, right? So I just feel like you've done a really good job with holding the boundary in love and light. So good job, you. Good job, you. I also feel, Jasmine, I couldn't move away from that. I also feel some deep healing. Tap into the deep healing this week. I feel like there's some healing there that you're gonna kind of pick away at, if you will. And I feel like you're more ready now than ever. South America. Ooh, how beautiful, Ina. Um, okay, Rachel. Best of luck to your partner for getting a job. The market is tough since the pandemic. I hope he finds something that resonates with him. Rachel, look at you, beautiful, supporting. Laura, spirit has been showing me with physical examples that I'm blocking myself from things, but I do not realize that I do it. How to stop blocking myself? So Laura, so sometimes we block ourselves with protection. So sometimes we can put, when you think of the word protection, we can block, we can add a layer of protection that does hold us back. So I think that what will help you with things is peeking your head out with new experiences. And it can be a very simple new experience with taking a new road, a new highway, experiencing something new, knowing that you're perfectly safe to experience this. I feel it more of leaning into allowing things and kind of putting down the need to control. Right. So just I'm going to allow myself to have that experience. And the learning can go great and the learning can be a bit of a battle, but I'm still learning. Right. I think that a little bit of that self-talk, a little bit, be your own coach, your own spiritual coach. I'm going to peek my head out, peeking your head out the window every morning, peeking your head out the door and looking around. Start peeking out a little bit. And I don't really feel it as a block. I feel it as a protection. And we all kind of to layer ourselves up, but sometimes we can be too guarded with that protection. So protecting ourselves with beautiful love and light, protecting ourselves with healing energy, versus protecting ourselves with that hard no, I won't go, right? So I feel like just coming back into the simplicity, back into peeking around, and the more that we peek around, the more comfortable that we feel, because sometimes we have had to protect ourselves for big reasons, right? And we think that we always have to have that protection for those big reasons, and it just becomes a little bit of a habit, and it just becomes more, and then we kind of keep ourselves standing still. Start exploring a little bit, and it just very gentle. Be gentle with yourself, Miss Laura. Crystal Hearted Dragon, blessings to all of you, and to you, Lena. Thanks, darling. I was wondering if spirit has some message about my health and how to move forward. All right, so I know you know this, Crystal Hearted Dragon. If if you have any concerns, I always say the medical world and the spiritual world need to work together. So please, please kind of lean into there as well. Um, I feel a deep sense of fully accepting my body, and I feel like your physical body is holding. So, do you have some aches or inflammation going on there? Because I think a part of it is energy of holding on. I think part of it is, and again coming into that protection. I think part of it is a bit of a heavy for me, right? And the body keeps score. So I would tap into, what do I need to let go? What am I holding on in my physical body? What can I release? And releasing in whatever way resonates with you. I find the earth is really, really helpful. Mother Nature is really helpful. Back against a tree, laying on the ground, breathing in deep, clean air, charging your water, writing, start journaling. I just feel like a part of this is energetic or spiritual, and as always, lean on the medical world to help you as well, because the two worlds do work well together when we kind of navigate it from that perspective. But I'm feeling it like even my kind, like I'm just feeling like kind of tight. I'm really tight. I feel a little bit achy or inflamed. I'm not sure if we've got some acid reflux stuff going on, but I'm aware of that right up in here. And a big part of that is energetic, and it feels, Crystal, it also feels old stuff. So what old stuff have you kind of not looked at? And sometimes, have you ever thought, I didn't even realize that was still there, or I hadn't cried for that, or I hadn't let go of that, or I haven't processed that. That's kind of what it feels like there. um Kayla, yes, for 6 months he noticed. Oh, there it is. Yeah, for 6 to 8 months he noticed that his hours were cut, his benefits were taken away. They overhired 50 new people, and he felt like they were pushing him out for standing up for himself. There it is. So, Kayla, thank you very much for the validation there. And that's just kind of to give your boyfriend a little bit of validation of what I said. I feel like it was 6 to 8 months, all those little things, or well, they're not little, they're kind of big things. Cut hours, benefits taking away, overhiring. Those were all little nudges. And here's how they're showing it to me, Kayla. When you're driving on a highway or a freeway and you've got exits, exit, 111 for this, or exit 2 for this. And they're showing me that those were like little signs to exit. And for a different highway, a different road, a different adventure, a different space. That is, and it's not that he missed anything, because there's still an opportunity. The opportunities are still there for him, but now it's like a hard no. You're getting off the highway. You're getting off this highway. And I would look at it, as hard as it is to be let go, because that stings, right? And it stinks. It stinks to be let go, because it's something that we didn't necessarily choose. But when there's something better, the universe will say, "Are you ready now? Here's an exit." Nope, not ready now. Here's an exit. Here's an exit. You lost your benefits. Here's an exit. And he wasn't ready, and that's okay. So now the universe is saying, "Okay, here you go. Here you go. Here's an exit," and you don't really have a choice but to take it. But it's guiding him to something much better. And it's just hard for him to see right now. And I literally just got the windshield wipers clearing the windshield. Spirit, you're amazing today. So he's gonna get a clearer view. He's gonna find the new highway, the new road. It's just now a matter of starting it up. And he's going to be fine, Kayla. As I know you guys have been through a lot with, with your move there and now this and the paperwork stuff. It is going to build you stronger and I feel my legs. And so it is going to build stronger connections in your relationships. It's going to connect you even more to your dreams and your goals, and it's going to be guided. Wes, last Friday you said something to me about doodling. Does it matter if it's paper doodling or Microsoft Paint? It does not matter at all. Get doodling, Wes. It is any kind of doodling. If you want to even you doodle in the sand or the snow or any kind of doodling, Wes. Mandy, my husband needs surgery and can spirits see the wait list? Hoops are crazy. Looking all over Ontario. Yeah, Mandy, our medical system here is struggling. There's a lot going on in our medical system. It's overweighted. There's a lot of people that are in need. Um, Mandy, is he waitlisted somewhere? And I feel like it's near me, Mandy. So is he I feel like I'm on a wait list. And I don't know if I'm Hamilton or Toronto. Like I feel like I'm near me. So Mandy, I don't feel like I'm far from you. I feel like I could meet you for coffee while he's having a surgery. I feel like I'm waiting, and then suddenly it's almost like I get a call from a wait list. It feels very like sudden, and it's like I'm almost caught unprepared. I feel like it's gonna kind of go that way, Mandy, and I feel like he's quite flexible to take the call to go. Um, Timeline wise, I'm not sure. I don't feel like I'm driving in bad weather. I feel like so I feel like the roads are clear and I can see a sunny day. So I'm gonna say not in the winter. So not this winter. So probably more springish, early summerish. I don't see the leaves falling yet, so I'm gonna say before the fall. I hope that helps there, Miss Mandy. Um River Grant, I think digital doodling definitely counts. Absolutely. Rachel agreed with River. Okay, there's some support there. Okay, you guys, I'm going to grab another one or two, look for a little bit of validation. You have me sobbing, Lana. Thank you so much. Yes, fibromyalgia, lots of inflammation. Medical world has done nothing, but I've been working CTPSD and body keeps the score. Yes, so thank you very much, Crystal Hearted Dragon, for your validation there, because yes, fibromyalgia and ME is lots of inflammation. Working through what you're holding, and I feel it does feel to me like I didn't know that was there for me to heal. I also want you to know, Crystal Hearted Dragon, that we love you and you are supported. And the all those things that you listed are things that you're experiencing. It's not the essence of who you are. Start visualizing those things outside of your body. It might help with to be able to visualize or grab something. I'm going to visualize this as my fibromyalgia. I'm experiencing it, but it's outside of my body. As you navigate through, these experiences. All right, you guys, I really have to get going. I've got to get myself to my office in Cambridge. Let's tap into what we need to hear. Let's ask the angels for a number for the week. 381. The Ascended Masters urge you to use positive words to describe your finances whenever you speak, think, or write. I love that. Manifesting. Great week to manifest. So being, kind of watching the energy that we're pulling in there. Great week to manifest. Let's do one more. 62. Keep believing that the details of your life are working out in miraculous ways. Your faith opens the door for miracles. I love that one. Ooh, that sounds good. All right. I love all the support here, you guys. I just love how you reach out to one another and support and love each other. I love that. I see you. I see you supporting each other. All right, guys, help me out. That was all me there for a second. All right, there we go. Whoops, on the instructions. I got to do that again. Sorry. Interesting. It's the bull again. And I think we just had the bull. We just had the bull. This is a very fertile and dynamic time. So allow yourself to indulge in any creative projects you've been considering. Your life is headed for an upturn cycle, so welcome it and enjoy it. This is a prosperous time for you, and you'll soon receive an unexpected windfall. Windfall can also be, other things besides finances, but windfall can be friendship, love, energy. Enjoy the material possessions you have, and release those that have served their purpose and are no longer useful. Set your sights on your goal with commitment, and get committed to it, and move forward in a steady and persistently, and don't rush ahead. No matter how harsh the emotional climate or physical environment you will endure, you're discovering a primal strength and fortitude inside of you that matches up with the lion. Just saying. Um, Sorry, I got to go back and read that because I missed the part. You're discovering a primal strength and fortitude inside you that is increasingly available to you for your protection. Right now, it is important to provide extra guidance and protection for any children in your domain. Protect them from the internet, but like, keep an eye on how much screen time they're having. There's so much there that kids don't need to read or be part of. Meet any challenges ahead head on with courage and persistence. There's the lion again. Look to your family or group of friends for support, comfort, and protection. Pursue the educational course you've been considering. Teamwork is the best way to achieve what you want to accomplish. Draw on masculine energy, whether you're male or female. A lot of the lion in that. You guys agree? There was a lot of lion energy in that. I love it so much. I'm not here on Friday. It's hockey tournament time, and I think there's only two or three left of the season. So I'm out of town. I'm very excited. I get to yell and support and cheer and hang out with some delicious youth. It's very exciting. Um, I cannot make any promises, but if I get any time, I'll try and pop in this week. My calendar is quite tight, but if something loosens up, I'll pop in and grab some more questions. But I will not be here Friday. Have a great week. Don't be afraid to roar this week. Roar. I think I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to go out and just kind of like hear myself roar. Right? Be playful with that lion energy. Be playful. And if the full moon, resonates with you, get out there. Get out there. Make, moon water, letting go, charge your crystals. You'd sit under the moon, set some intentions, feel that strength. Right. And the other thing I just kind of want to mention to you guys, because it's very heavy, is, social media right now. Be careful what you're submitting your energy field to. Just be protective of your energy fields. Just kind of like take a look. What am I giving my energy to? There's so much howl at the moon or roar at the moon. I'm gonna roar at the moon. Yeah, there's so much that is chipping away at our energy. Just kind of be choosy. You don't have to read or believe or tap into everything online. A lot of it's not true anyway. Stand in your power, stand in your truth, stand with each other, and know how loved you are. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings, and have a spirit guided week. Take care, you guys.